This is my latest. I call it Atlas Shattered. I haven't done anything quite like this before. But before I get started on speaking a little bit about it, I will read what I wrote about it. Atlas shrugged, then staggered. He lurched right, then left. He began to gather himself, but never did. He swayed, then stumbled. Finally, he faltered, floundered, then rolled to the right and crashed to the ground. He was completely shattered, Shadoobie, shattered into tiny little pieces, along with the earth he had carried for eons. When God sent his angels to clean up the mess, the only thing recognizable was Atlas's hand, clinging tightly to the tiny center of the earth. The angels built the platform and the base. They carefully secured it. Atlas shattered. The only things left alive were odd little insects. This little piece of cedar crotch from a cedar tree will be the main piece of my next project. If you're really clever, and I know that you are, you'll figure out what I'm about to do with it. So yeah, and today I always looked at it and I went, yeah, I need to do something with that. But I could never figure out what it really looked like. I was always trying to make it into a dog or a cat or a bird or some kind of animal. And I couldn't. I finally went, oh, look, it's a giant thumb and four fingers coming around here with here's your hand. So that's where that came from. I made the hand and then I started everything else. I made the hand not knowing what I was going to do with it. So I decided, I'll make a little platform for him. And the platform went from just doing something like this or this to then I said, well, I'm going to do it like I did one before, which was a bird. A red-headed woodpecker, that's what it was, that I made like this. And and I had made a little bearings down there. And it spins on little bearings between this wood and this wood. There's a round one with 6 holes in it that hold marbles in. Okay, enough of that explanation. This side is oak bark. And when I fed the angels, here are the 4 little angels. And I built a platform and put it all up there. And they're taking off for the coast. As Don McLean famously said, taking off for the coast. Now I had a lot of little weird pieces left over. And I could not resist making this little round thing here. So I had this and then I had this and I went, why throw them away? I'll use them. It took me so much work to get them like that before I throw them away. So it's a little geometric thing. Circle. And then I did the same with a square here. Turn a little triangle, square triangle, squared off triangle. And and then I put the earth on top. Let's see, here's the earth. This is what's left of the earth after Atlas was shattered. Look, you can see in between the little mechanisms that made gravity. It was laying there with the hand firmly grasping. the spinning every way, which way. I can't figure out which way it goes. Here, this would be the back. I got, see the back of the hand's got, if you look up here, I got the fingernails and all the knuckles. Same thing here on the thumb. Big fingernail, knuckles. Goes in like a hand would, your left hand. See, kind of looks like my hand, huh? A little bit. Let's see, the hand. Oh, and I made this thing, this earth, and I didn't have these 8 little broken pieces on. It was just the 4 piece, just 2 rounds, one going this way, one going this way. You got your lefty righties, or your east or west, and north and south. So let's go with that. And that's what I intended to call it the earth. But then, as I thought about the hand and the title of the book, Atlas Shrugged, and a little bit, I never read it or didn't watch the movie, and that's what I know. But I know a little bit about it. Turned them into this. Then they were originally bugs, but now I've turned them into little angels. So, and they're headed off. They've done their thing. Then I had this little one, this little tiny piece of wood, and I said, you know, it wouldn't take much to turn it into a little bug, and I did. And then I still had some little weird cut pieces of wood, so I made, you can call them whatever you want, moths, butterflies, dragonflies. Got this one back here, he's getting ready to take off. Okay, there it is. Little blue eyes and a couple antennae hanging on the trimmed off square. And this guy, same thing. 2 little eyes. These are silver eyes. A little blue mouth and a couple little antennae. They all have antennae. All these 4 have legs. These are flying. That's it. That's Atlas Shattered. What do I call myself? Bohemian Alchemist. That's what I am. What I do is fusional outsider art. That's what I do. That's what this is. Fusional outsider